So Robert Watson Watt's experiments in detecting thunderstorms found an unexpected application for which he was knighted. However, in 1956, he was shocked by an unexpected charge, complaining that he had become the victim of his own invention. What happened? I'll give you that again. So Robert Watson Watt's experiments in detecting thunderstorms found an unexpected application for which he was knighted. However, in 1956, he was shocked by an unexpected charge, complaining that he had become the victim of his own invention. What happened?
So there's no way that that's a charge as in an electrical charge. That's either a criminal charge or a bill. Like, he's somehow being billed for all this electricity.
I was going to say, is he surprise shocked, or is he...
I was really trying to read that question as best I could to get, like, electricity charge and electricity shock as the subtext. But yes, you have correctly identified the pun in the question there. And all I'll say is that he was not shocked by an electrical charge.
Got it. All right. I thought I was being clever, but I guess not.
I was right there with you. Yeah.
It was real obvious. So, yeah, either a criminal charge or a bill. And this is in the 50s.
Well, the unexpected charge was in the 50s.
Yeah, but he's been doing something for a while, and after, I don't know, 20 years of this invention, he has an unexpected... It either turned out to have been illegal this whole time, or it turned out to have been costing him a massive amount in his electricity bills, and they didn't bill him for 20 years for some reason. Maybe
it sounds like an overcharge.
I think it's going to be that one, though, because I think the criminal thing, like, I don't think we'd have two criminal questions. That's pretty dark.
Good point.
And so I think it's going to be silly.
Yeah,
just
all
based
right.
on...
Yeah.
Tom, how silly are you feeling right now?
I mean, it is moderately silly.
I'm imagining him, like, as a grumpy person in a local newspaper, like, holding up his council tax bill.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a grumpy person in local newspapers story.
Was everyone using his device, and so he got charged for everyone, not just himself? Maybe? Like he only made one, or it didn't distribute like he thought?
Did he think he was generating power, but actually he just plugged into the mains and was using the mains power, and his invention didn't work at all?
Despite saying this is not about electricity, you have all honed in on electricity, and that's not what this is about.
Oh, well, his name is Watts.
Yeah, his name is Sir Robert Watson Watt. But I didn't mention anything about electricity here.
Did he get sued by Mr. Watt for using the same surname for lightning-related things?
Copyright on his name.
This is that Watt, but he was working on a lot of things.
What was he working on?
A lot of things?
His experiments in detecting thunderstorms.
Okay. I mean, those usually have electricity, but...
I can see why he picked up on electricity here, but that is a bit of a red herring.
He's not finding the thunderstorms through lightning. He's finding them through, like, thunder, maybe? He's got a seismograph in the sky that wobbles every time there's thunder, or like there's like you can test it with pressure, right? Like your barometer goes really low when there's a thunderstorm.
Keep thinking that way. Sort of inventions that might help detect things far away.
So what if it's sound and he was listening to thunder super far away, and then he gave everybody sound listeners from far away, and everyone heard him like insult the local mayor or
was he infiltrating radio waves somehow?
Hang on, this is the 50s. Is this a Russian spy thing? Did he pick up, like, did they find out that he was also selling secrets to the Ruskies because he'd accidentally broadcast on his lightning detection system?
You are, between you, there were all sorts of points that head in the right direction. Virginia, you were talking about sound waves and sound detection. His invention actually made that obsolete. And Inés, you were talking about radio waves.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny, I'd try and add a third thing, but unfortunately I don't have one from what you said.
That's really kind of you to have tried. That's all right.
Was he cancelling out emergency radio waves, so he was charged with interference of some sort?
If you figure out the invention, you'll be able to figure out the second part of the question.
So it made sound listening obsolete.
Yeah. There are sound mirrors on the British coast, which are giant concrete structures that people used to, for a little while, as they were testing them, stand in them as giant amplifiers and try and hear things far away. Watt's experiments and Watt's discoveries were part of what made that obsolete.
Did he accidentally deafen some people so they got rid of it? Like, was this a safety concern?
Radio waves, Inés.
Radio waves, okay.
Did he invent the radio? I don't know who invented the radio.
He invented something that uses even now. Like, if you are in the US, they will talk about their cloud detecting, rain detecting thing, and they will give it a
radar
name.
or something?
Radar. Yes.
Oh.
So Robert Watson Watt, obviously there's a lot of people working on things like that, but his discoveries helped create radar.
So radar is World War II.
Yep, vital tool, helped detect the Luftwaffe. That was why he was knighted.
Did he accidentally reveal the position of people on their side and that was discovered? Therefore, he was releasing information?
Not in 1956. This is years after the war. He has been given his knighthood.
Was he still listening in to the RAF in the 50s, going, oh yeah, they fired me, but I can tell where they all are?
I mean, radar just kind of gives you a ping. It just kind of gives you location and speed. That's about it.
And he was using it to find...
Oh, did it lead to police guns and speeding stuff?
Yes!
And he got...
Keep going.
So he invents radar and it's a weather tool. And then the police are like, oh, hi, we can use that for our own purposes. And then they train it around town and he gets caught speeding. And he's like, oh, I made that happen.
Yeah, that's basically it. He was driving in Canada in 1956. He was stopped for speeding by a policeman using a very early form of the radar gun and was charged with an on-the-spot fine of $12.50, which...
You'd be kicking your son, wouldn't you?
Yep. Yeah, even though his wife tried to use the line, don't you know who you're giving a ticket to?
Police officer was like, right, Mr. Watt, he invented electricity. That's what the police officer said. How much is $12.50? And
$12.50 Canadian dollars back then. I couldn't tell you what that is now. Enough to be frustrating. He claimed that he had been the victim of his own invention. His original request from the British government was to invent a death ray that would heat up enemy aircraft. And he had to write back and say that is impossible, but I can tell you where they are.
Can we just say Virginia got a full house here?
Storming it now.
Marine biologist.
I really think if you go backwards in time in this video, I think you will hear Tom say something about speed. Yeah. And so I think all I was doing was listening very hard. I don't think I was thinking.
You were radaring in very well.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.